My name is Jillian and this is Jillian Camps, Arizona, and today we're going to do, I guess it's going to be, oh God, don't look up there. I'm looking right there. It's a new year. Happy New Year, by the way. So first let me get the obvious out of the way. If you see me wearing a Band-Aid, I burned myself on Christmas pulling the dinner out of the oven, so sorry. Okay, so I thought I would try this. I don't know if you've heard of this. It's called the Buzzfeed Clean-Eating Challenge. You're supposed to feel like a champion at life, have a boost of more energy, etc., etc. The plan is low carb, gluten-free, and there's a emphasis on lean meats, lean protein, no red meat, no processed food, no sugar. I also didn't want to try a detox plan that was like, drink only coffee and eat lentils for 7 days. You'll feel great, you know? So I decided to do this because it's actual recipes, and the recipes are actually really healthy. So I thought I would try this out and we'll see how it goes, basically. So it's a 2-week meal plan that says no coffee and no booze. So the no coffee is no problem because I know this is kind of weird, but I don't actually drink coffee. And I'm just really interested in seeing how this kind of affects my health. You know, if it makes me feel healthier, is it going to help me lose weight if I try and eat healthy? And also, is it going to help clear out my skin? I know it doesn't really look like it, I know, but I'm serious. I have a breakout kind of going on down here and on my chin and around my nose a lot of the time, but surprise, I actually do not wear makeup. So I'm going to take a before picture and an after picture, and then we will see how my skin looks before and after the start. So let's go ahead and get started with day one. It's the prep and the freeze of all the items that I have to buy. So we're gonna try that out next. As you can see, I got most of the groceries that I need. And it honestly was not that. It's $66. Gee, many Christmas. What the heck cost me all that? This is only half the groceries. Look at how much organic almond butter is. Holy Hannah banana. I'm gonna have to take that back if you'll excuse me one moment. You know, this does not even include the stuff that I got at Sprouts. You know, the one that cost me an arm and a leg because the almond butter was $20. And yes, for those of you wondering, I did take it back because guess what? I accidentally bought the organic almond butter. I took a picture and I took it up to the guy and I'm just like, listen, I don't understand what the difference is. This one is actually bigger too. It's 14 ounces as compared to the 12-ounce one that the organic one was for $20. Were the almonds ground up by unicorns? No? Then I'm going with the non-organic. Thank you very much. A lot of the stuff isn't in season, so I figured it was going to be really expensive, and as it turned out it was, but it was a lot cheaper than Sprouts. So I think for week 2, I'm gonna hit up Winco first, because they had a lot of the stuff too, like the fennel head. I did not think I'd ever find that. And by the way, that time, that is correct. It's 11:52, and it's not daytime, by the way. It is night. Anyways, it's almost midnight, and I'm gonna go to bed, so good night. So, day 1 is here, and I weighed myself. I am 180.4. So, I know I wasn't sure if I was going to reveal how much I weighed, but let's go ahead and do it. Sure. I started out, I did not eat everything, so I got full really fast. I did find it easy to eat the healthy stuff though. You know, it was actually surprisingly super easy to eat all that stuff. There was so much cooking though. I cannot believe how much time I spent in my kitchen. It was seriously, it was all day. But honestly, the best dish was the shaved asparagus salad. I also realized that I actually really like kale smoothies. They had you include almost too much of the kale, and it was too much, you know, but I really enjoy kale smoothies. Dinner was an absolute fiasco event. What I ended up doing was I cooked the chicken. The chicken, they said, only took 15 minutes to cook it in an oven of 450, I believe it was, but oh my God, it took so much longer than that, and I put too much water in the quinoa, and then as I was trying to drain it, I accidentally dumped half of it down the sink. I took a picture of it. It was just a fiasco, the whole thing. I actually ended up gaining 0.2 pounds overnight, so now I weigh 180.6. Awesome, huh? Yeah, this detox is working great for me so far. So last night they had me do the overnight oats, and I think I messed those up a little bit because they said to add chia seeds, and I was trying to sprinkle the chia seeds out, but I added too much, so it was more of a chia seed pudding with the yogurt, and it did not work very well. So the best meal today was easily the quinoa fennel salad. I didn't realize that fennel was actually so tasty raw. I mean, it seems like it almost tastes like cabbage. So dinner was good too, actually. It was those mango chicken tacos. They were really fresh tasting with the Napa cabbage leaves. And I'm actually really excited to use that recipe again. I lost 2 pounds, so isn't that great? Hey, I'm down to 178.8 today, and because I had the massive headache, I just ended up cheating a little bit today. I have those caramel rice cakes. I don't know if you've heard of these. They're just like little rice cakes or little round rice cakes, you know, but I did end up eating 6 of those, and I slathered them with butter. So, hey, it worked out great. Welcome to my world. So I actually really enjoyed the food today. I mean, I had the parfait, and that tasted really good. I ended up eating the whole thing, and I actually put it in a pretty wine glass so that you can see how beautiful it is in the presentation. And I also had the cabbage salad, which is actually, that turned out really well with the chicken and whatnot. And I did not get a picture of the lentils because they look so mushy, you know, so, but I did, you know, as a consolation prize, you do get a picture of my roasted cauliflower today. So I'm starting to understand why I don't weigh myself every day in general. I usually just weigh myself once a week, and then that is it. And it's because my weight is just such a roller coaster. I mean, all day, every day. It's ridiculous. So, and I've been weighing myself at the exact same time every morning. I weigh 179.6, so I've gained 0.6, or I've gained 1 pound since yesterday. So, but today is day 4. I forgot to take pictures a lot this day. I'm sorry about that. In retrospect, I took a picture of the empty bowl of the quinoa salad and the empty smoothie container, which actually both of those were really good. Today, I don't know, I just woke up, I was refreshed. I felt really good when I woke up, and even though I gained a pound, I mean, it still felt really good. And the roasted fennel with the spinach was really good. I just love that, I don't know how do you say it, anise flavor, I believe. It's like a licorice, basically. I'm starting to feel like these are a Dear Diaries. Dear Diary, today today is day 5, and I'm down to 178.6. I did cheat, however. So I actually made one of those 1-serving cookies, actually, and I ended up getting a stomachache actually pretty fast after I ate only just a couple bites. And I did not end up eating the dinner, which is salmon with green beans, and I love salmon, so I really disappointed that I did not eat that. So today was the cauliflower omelet, and that actually ended up really good. Although I was really happy with the outcome, the omelet itself was really thick. I also had the quinoa chickpea fennel salad, and that was really good. There wasn't any lettuce or anything so I think I was supposed to use lentils in this, but the lentils didn't just turn out very well, so I just ended up using mostly the quinoa in it, so that turned out great. Okay, so here we go, on to day 6. I'm actually excited about cooking these recipes. So I forgot to weigh myself. I did weigh myself at the end of today, and I am at 180.6. So go figure, I gained 2 pounds. So today was Saturday, and I just felt like sitting around and eating all day. So that is basically what I did. I started off with the breakfast pudding, which was more like a cereal, a kind of a thick cereal. And I put it in a pretty wine glass so you can see the picture. I ended up eating actually both the salmon dishes because I did not eat yesterday. Remember, I had a stomach ache because of the cookie and whatnot. So I roasted the salmon first, and it had me eat half of the salmon and half of the green beans and whatnot, and that was really good. And then actually I made like a salmon salad where you kind of flake the salmon to make it almost like canned tuna, And then you mix it in with like arugula and different cut up vegetables, you know, to make a nice salmon salad. I ended up making the chili as well, and that ended up really good. And actually today I made a startling discovery. So I bought the yogurt on January 1st, you know, the first day. That was when I was starting. And it actually expired on December 31st. So thanks a lot, Winco. I really appreciate you doing that to me. But you know, whatever. So I've been eating expired yogurt for almost a week, so I'm a little worried about that. But anyways, okay, so here we go. Sunday. Happy Sunday. Today is January 7th. So